Ah, Prosper. What an exciting and very powerful motivation to be able to come out and really actually feel like we're helping to save the world. Or at least save the little corner of the world that I guess, in a way, we've already come to call home. With the village slowly growing, and it looks like we'll have more room to grow in the future, I can't help but wonder what else we might discover, especially since we need to purify a bunch of blight. Spring Village itself, the abandoned shrine path of the Spring Village outskirts we have cleared of blight, apparently. Wow, I wonder if these dark circles are the blight that we need to remove, because then there's still a few spots that we need to find. And I really love the idea that the villagers have gone ahead and helped us to fill this map out and kind of sketch it out a little bit. So we have an idea of what might be discovered scattered through the spring region. That's very helpful considering the fact we're supposed to be, actually rebuilding the village for them. And that we're also supposed to be their, chief, which is very exciting. I keep forgetting that I suppose we could technically just be able to use I'm going to assume Wolby's powers to be able to warp between different locations, which is just wild to me. But for now, even though Wolby says that we should head to the Dragon Shrine and just go to sleep, I don't think I can just do that. Not when we have so many other types of quests that we want to take on, putting down new houses for all of our friends, being able to really focus on being a chief by taking on some of the EMA plaque request on the request board. I like seeing how we're already getting quite organized, which is definitely going to help out. Oh, we have our frog statue fanatic. There's 204 frogs. Wow. Okay, frogs and Korok seeds are gonna be the things that will have to just hover over my head as things to consider for the future. We also could work on cooking or construction. Ooh, we gained a little construction experience. All right, we're gonna need a little bit more construction experience or all-purpose experience from the looks of it. I wonder what kind of construction. Materialistic sometimes refunds one required material when forging, cooking, or construction. Or penny pincher reduces the amount of gold needed when forging, cooking, and constructing. Huh. And then we could work on cooking in the future too. There's also our self-improvement tasks that we might take on. Skilled gatherer is definitely one I want to get. Extra lumber, extra grass or mushrooms. All right, we'll look into our skill trees in the future. But even though everyone's encouraging us to get some rest after rescuing the carpenter from being possessed, I actually want to see cherry blossom sapling and cherry blossoms. Oh, and it didn't cut down the tree. Oh, thank goodness. But we can still use it as a collection point for lumber. That's good to know. All right, and I wonder if I just run past this. Oh, nope, no running. Look, that's not very polite, friend. And I have to warn you. Oh my gosh. Well, I have to warn you, apparently I'm really good at really good in a way I didn't expect at being able to use my arrow. I legitimately thought that it would be a little harder. Do I need to be a little bit closer? I wonder if I can build up my skills. Oh my word. Right, note to self, I might be more of an arrow kind of person. And then, because we're going to pretend it's like a sacred weapon, a gift from, well, I don't think we even need to pretend, a gift from a man who was once known as the Demon Warden, it seems we can just get whatever interesting things that the Oni that we fight, the demons that we fight, happen to drop. I really hope that the idea that their spirits just kind of return to the underworld until they regrow their horns and then they come back, that fits me a lot better than thinking, oh, I just killed them. So we're gonna go with that interpretation. And there's just vinegar and so many other things that have just been abandoned. And there's a treasure chest up there. Okay. And then, okay, honestly, if I can leave the chicken alone, I will. Oh. Or not. But what happens if I use the Dance of Bonds on it? Nothing. Nothing happens. Noted. Alright, well, whoa! Cluckadoodle, I didn't want to have to do that. But maybe the gold fletch we could use for something. Let's see. Aha! Here's the blight that we were looking for. So... there we go. Much better. Much better. Yes, so even though everyone's encouraging us to go ahead and get some rest right now, I can't help but think it's more important to just kind of survey the land we're now responsible for and see what we can do to take care of it. I also really love how we have some gates up in some dangerous areas that we might not want like the kids to fall down like a giant cliff. That's really wonderful. Rich soil and red soil. I wonder if we'll find more plants that we could plant. I think, wait, can we plant the cherry blossom saplings in our village? Oh my word. And then I love the idea that when we come to these save points, perhaps it's kind of like settling down with the dragon statue and kind of telling the dragon statue about the adventures we have gone on so far. And there's just a lot of places to explore. The vast plateau. So now we have the abandoned shrine path is 100% cleared of blight. And now we need to look into the vast plateau and so many other areas. Oh, this is fascinating. We probably won't spend forever and ever gathering and collecting together, don't worry. Every time we need just a little bit of lumber. Oh, that's right. I think we still need to get... Can I go around this way? So I guess the bridge would just make it a little faster to be able to get from side to side. But I do like that we could sneak this way. Oh, but we can't sneak this way. I see, I see. Okay, so maybe we are going to be forced to go back home and go to sleep. I'm sure that I'll have many afternoons wandering by myself, gathering all of the pieces and bits that we might need for building the buildings and expanding our village. But for now, exploring it again together, I think has its own value. So there's a spot to cook. There might be one spot that we would want to go ahead and maybe gather some trees from. Would it be a different type of tree here? And then we'll head home in just a moment. Oh, now that's interesting. So the demons really do come right back. And that could be very, very dangerous for our villagers, so... Oh, the Vandite fragment. Also, I think we charge up our bow quite well. I don't think we're close enough for that one. When we're down here, let's see. Interesting, interesting. Again, I feel a little bad for the demons. Especially because I think the bestiary even mentions that we might be able to like befriend them and have them do work for us at some point. But unfortunately, we just can't communicate with them yet. Alright, Wolfie, I hope that you are enjoying what we're finding. Soy sauce. I don't know why the demons have a bunch of soy sauce, but I'm not going to question it. And strong thread. No doubt they've probably like raided some of the caravans. Alright. And oh, there's a ton more that have just showed up around the corner. Interesting. But then if we wanted to, we can just warp right back home or over to the village. And in fact, I think we should go back over there using whatever special earthmate powers we have. That's wild. Because it seems like there is actually a spot covered in blight still right over here. And this is not acceptable. We really need to clear this up. So, since we have the RP for it, wait a second. What? This whole area could be cultivated if only something could be done with all this blight. Unfortunately, I don't know what that something is. Uh-oh. You're telling me we have a possessed village and blight infesting... Like, we have a possessed section of our fields, and we have blight infesting it. That has to be, like, making the goddess that we're trying to help kind of sick to her stomach, right? Ooh, also... Oops, no. Okay, I want my plum branch of bonding, and I want to say hello to Hina. Spring is in the air, and a nap is on my mind. What you need? The way Malo casually discovers secret passages on expeditions proves he's the real deal. Now, if only he'd discover fewer booby traps. That's kind of amazing. And then can I... Whoops, no. I was trying to use the bond. Oh, that's so cool. I love how you can use that to like strengthen with everybody. And I also love how we're gathering tons of cherry blossoms. Can I sell them? Can the village... I mean, the village should become known for its cherry blossoms, if you ask me. And then here is Marasame. Spring Village is a second home to me now. If you'd like a tour, I'd gladly show you around. Oh, that's right. He's our carpenter. Or no. No, he's the swordsman. That's right. I'll get there eventually. Everyone's just wearing like really cool outfits. Also, I love that we get to go ahead and strengthen our bonds by smacking people with the branch. Well, getting a feeling for the village yet? In case you forgot, my name's Iora. Iroha, even. Sorry. It's kind of awkward introducing myself again. Anyway, come visit me, Suzu, and me at the tea shop whenever you'd like. All right, so let's see. I guess we could cook some things now since we've gone ahead and we've collected. We could make pickled turnips, lightly pickled turnips with the vinegar that we've got. Why not? That's adorable. Probably good for us to like learn how to do that. We could also make sweet roll eggs or rolled eggs with the eggs and the salt from going and like raiding the nest of the giant demon chickens. And then why don't we make a couple more grilled onigiri? And it makes a lot of sense that we might spend some time. There we go. And then how are you doing? Iroha. We'll figure it out. I think Takumi can fix absolutely anything. He even gave my shop a complete makeover. Aww. I hope... Oh, we strengthened our bond with her by chit-chatting like that. I like that. Also, wow. I hope less than chopping wood, maybe we're just like whopping the wood loose, because that's a little awkward when there's literally like a goddess of the cherry blossom trees, but maybe she doesn't think much of like these littler trees. They're not her after all. Also, we have this new house that we went ahead and we were able to plant down here. Or plant. Yes, we planted the house. But I mean, to be fair, we kind of did plant the house. And here is the opulent garden quality. Oh my gosh. So, whoa, those saplings sell for so much. And we could just like put them down to start building a cherry blossom tree right next to people's houses. I mean, heck yeah. This is literally a village dedicated to cherry blossoms, so this feels pretty appropriate, to say the least. Wow, we might be planting a lot of things. I think I might go ahead and sell the rest of the cherry blossoms for now. Maybe really regret that, because we might find that, oh, actually, by the way, it's a lot harder to grow things than you'd think. But can we call Wooby? And one of the things I'm worried about is providing enough food for people to be able to eat. So now that we have a bit more red and rich soil, how many can I make? Let's make some more fields. Woo! All right. And then we do have withered grass and rocks to make rich soil. So we'll just hand that over to him. I wonder if that helps us build up some of our experience too. See? So it was worth it to go out and just kind of like explore and raid the local area. Gathering up whatever trade goods have been stolen from us, and that means that I'll be able to tend to these fields, wow, a lot faster and better than I thought I would. Can I convince, there we go, okay. And then I can remove these paths because we're going to be a little bit more wild for now. Because that's going to help me with being able to get more things planted. All right. I wonder if this is going to help out with like making the goddess feel a certain way, like bring different aspects of her power back, or if this is just going to make it so that I'm going to be extremely busy tilling the fields every day. But on the flip side, if we're going to invite the villagers back, one of the things I'm kind of worried about is if we'll have enough food for them and if we'll be able to take good care of them. And with that in mind, there we go. We'll plant some seeds. It's going to be very satisfying. There we go. We'll water these. How are my room points? My room points are doing great. I wonder if that's from having gone ahead and gotten a bit of sleep. Water that, and then there we go. Okay, so now that all that's done, see, we're learning how to manage this. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. I forgot how we had cabbages that we were growing. Oh, that's so exciting. How could you not feel like you were in the right place and the right village when you can just like look out your window and you can watch as the plants flourish? Oh, I still have extra room points, so why don't we try this? That's beautiful. That being in a place where we can literally help the plants grow faster and watch them just flourish beside us. Yeah, I would be really happy to come and be part of this god's territory, personally. All right, but all of that said, it's not like that's going to be the only thing that we'll have. So why don't we try selling some of these cherry blossoms for now? I want to hold on to a few of them in case they're good as gifts. And then we could, the strong horns, oh my gosh. I mean, we really can. There's a blade fragment, too dangerous to handle with bare hands. And I wonder how much money we might really want to focus on having. Let's see, the golden fletch. Many believe such feathers to bring happiness. The energy potion. We also have strong claws. The normal feathers. I think we'll go ahead and ship that, but we'll keep any of the metal fragments. Those sound very important. We have 99 level 1 turnips. Okay, we're gonna sell those since we can like basically make some just like pop back up pretty quickly. And we have a lot of food right now. I'm gonna go ahead and have the hide and cheap cloth go out. That feels like a lot of money. 5,000 gold? But it may not be when we consider the fact that we're trying to rebuild entire shrines and villages, and there's people to take care of, and there are different recipes for building up our village we're going to need to invest in. Oh wow. Okay, I'll accept that amount of experience. Somehow we got fishing experience. Maybe that was just from inspecting the waters. Morning! Sleep well? Hey, isn't tomorrow Murasame's birthday? We should get a present that really wows him. Up and at 'em, partner. I think that the priorities of gods are a little bit different. Earth Dancer, can you hear me? Will you pay a visit to the spring shrine? There's something I'd like to talk to you, to discuss if you don't mind. Ulalika is summoning us? Okay, we'll go because obviously that's important. Wonder why? We better go and find out. Maybe she'll tell us how to make like an antidote for that area that has blight. Oh, good morning, you two. What a refreshing morning it is too. I can hardly decide what I want to do with it. I think I'll hit up Iroha's tea house after visiting the Spring God Shrine. I really just like that we're chit-chatting with everybody too. I can't be the only one who envies the people living here, right? I mean, just imagine getting to enjoy the cherry blossoms whenever you wanted. So sleepy. Morning. Still trying to wake myself up. Okay, I wonder if she's more active at night. That would be interesting to note. Okay, so hold up here. part of me wants to say, since I was just able to gather up more cherry blossoms and lumber, money is never going to be a problem. Not when there's so much that we could potentially harvest. Another part of me is extremely suspicious that it is not going to be that easy, especially if we need to like take care of everything. But let's work our way over to the spring goddess shrine, or the spring god shrine. I'm so glad I don't have to refill a watering can. Who knows what kind of blessings we have received from the gods to be able just to quickly tend to all of these, but I will accept them wholeheartedly. Let's see, and then we'll take care of this real quick. I have a feeling, since it's easier to make money than I thought, easier to tend to things than I thought, let's see if my suspicions are right, though, that everything's going to be vastly pricier than I thought. Constructions, repairs, renovations, I can do it all. Hey there, even if you're not buying anything, I'm glad you stopped by. All right, let's give him a chat. This place is like, yep. And then let's see, I'm glad this place is like a second home to you. Let's see if you've got anything we want to buy. So you're mostly collecting materials. And then what about constructing buildings? So right now we can still just make the humble homes, which gives us a bit more hit points, and it does give us the simple life, but I think we're good at the moment. Thank you. So it's like almost 2,000 for a simple home. That's good to note. Whoops. Okay. And I also did not mean to accidentally, apparently I can like get my bow out really quickly. Good to know. Didn't mean to accidentally almost shoot someone. And let's see what the goddess wants after we show our respects really quickly by tending to her shrine, which I love. And my, you're certainly doing your part to revitalize the village. I greatly appreciate it. I can feel my divinity returning to me. Let me grant you my blessing. Here. Yes. We have 8 villagers we could have now, and we can tell people to go mining for us, or farming for us, or logging for us. Are you kidding? Villager job farming. You can make your villagers into farmers from the villagers menu. Those assigned to farm work will perform 3 key tasks. They'll plant any seeds you own in open fields or paddies. They'll water the crops to help them grow. They'll harvest the fully grown crops and place them in the shipping shed. Oh my word. Logging? They'll collect trees from they'll collect lumber from trees located in the village's development zones. Any lumber gathered will go into construction materials. If the village has no trees, the loggers will venture outside to find some, though this reduces how much lumber they gather. Oh my gosh. And mining. Oh my word. I cannot thank you enough for everything you've done for us. I hope you'll be kind enough to help out again. I mean, how wonderfully inspiring. What is it? Oh, pardon me. I got ahead of myself. I'm just so moved by your work. I do want to be aware that this is a goddess of like merriment and perhaps a little bit tricksterness. To think you would build homes and grow our population so fast. And it is really cute to see that she's a goddess who cherishes her little village. Wait, there are more people already? Why? The winds must have carried tales of your efforts to the ears of those who would return. That was fast! If we continue to restore the village, people will surely come flocking to it. Yeah, I guess that means we'd best get to work, partner. Your kindness truly knows no bounds. Actually, I found myself thinking I ought to reward your kindness. So early this morning, I gathered the villagers and asked them to offer you aid. To my surprise, I hardly needed to ask. Is that surprising, goddess? Truly? They had all been waiting for such an opportunity. Well, that's good news. Indeed. So if you need assistance with your crops, the villagers are happy to help. And that's not all. Should you require lumber or stone, they can help with that as well. Now then, shall we ask for their aid? I mean, sure. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, you can, is that how you can tell like any little monster friends you might make what to do? That's adorable. Look, and we can see the people of the village. Oh, we can see what their output would be. They have qualities. Oh no, that's so cool. And then you can see they cost money to feed per day. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's important to know. And then we can also see like Yosaku here, high output. He's burly, so he does better at logging. And so we could go ahead. we can change his job to logging then. And now we can see what he does. And then Akari here is hometown proud, will never move from village by choice no matter what. She's a hard worker at basically everything, and she doesn't cost as much to eat, or she doesn't cost as much for the food that she needs per day. And then Gozo here is a light eater who hardly eats anything. He collects more seeds from harvested drops, depending on the number of days they work leading up to a harvest. And then Tatsuo is burly, and he's an ore appraiser, so he's really good at mining, and he won't move from this village no matter what, which I think is pretty cool. So I think we can also move them and evict them. I'm not gonna evict them, but it's good to know that we can do different things with them. This should make life a whole lot easier. Thank you so much, Ulalaka. It's my pleasure. Though we may have trouble if our population grows too large. Did you say something? No word. Once again, you have my thanks. Now, if you'll excuse me. Am I imagining things, or did she have something on her mind just now? No, she definitely did. And I want to know. Come on, let's go talk to Ulalaka one more time. Oh my word. Okay, hang on. Where'd she go? I want to talk to her about her woes real quick because I want to know what's going on with that. Let's see. So figuring out the mini map sometimes takes me a moment. I mean, we have basically like one new house for the villagers and maybe not enough food. Hey, Ulalaka. Oh, I didn't expect to see you both again so soon. Be honest with us here. Is something still bothering you? Well, yes, but I must handle some things on my own. Don't you give us that. We're friends, right? Let us help. Oh, you too. To tell the truth, as happy as I am to see our village grow, our harvest can hardly feed the current population. See, I was worried about that too. Everyone is working so hard. I would hate for hunger to be their only reward. I can see why that would worry you. It must be so weird, like looking over your villagers as a god. Is that like how I feel about my Sims or my guinea pigs? Oh, but leave it to us. If there's any job that a descendant of the legendary dragon and an earth dancer can handle, this is it. You would do that for me? Of course. Oh, how wonderful. I don't know how to thank you. You'll be doing the village a great service. I mean, sure. It costs gold every day to feed each villager. These expenses come from your village assets. And since you're the chief, the village assets and your pockets are the same thing. If you have insufficient funds or are unable to pay, the village's happiness will drop and villagers will end up leaving. And then that will be like not good for Ulalaka's divinity. I see. Ask villagers directly if they have any requests to receive personal requests. Completing these will grant you rewards and raise your bond level with the requester. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, how you doing, Yosaku? I love this village so much. I'd honestly be happy living here the rest of my days. There we go. There we go. Anybody else? Anybody else? Real quick. Any requests? Any chit chat? No chit chat? No time for chit chat? Chit chat? Well, you have. We've got tons of sweets to try, and I'd love to hear what you think of them. Just the two who I wanted to see. Take a look at what we've got. Actually, I haven't looked at her shop yet. She has turnip seeds. Oh, that's really good to know. And some of the rice. Whoops. And then let's also go ahead and... Do you have any requests, chat? If you want to make something extra delicious, picture the face of the person you're cooking it for. You know, I'm going to think about that next time I'm, like, washing lettuce for my guinea pigs. And then I think that's all we need to worry about at the moment then. But aha, Ulalaka. Seeing your face at this early hour is a good omen. My little bird, Plenty seems to be pleased as well. Where's Plenty? And then do you have any requests? The villagers are working hard, but won't have enough to feed themselves at this rate. Can you place more fields in our village? Turns out I'm ahead of you a bit, and you'd give us bamboo and strong cloth and a bunch of gold that you've gotten from somewhere? So, we got more fields going. Uh-huh. The villagers can take care of planting and growing the crops. We just need to give them a place to do it. Okay. You're like literally already done. I'm so ahead of this. And we have just completed her personal request, got the reward. She's so happy, look at her sparkle eyes. Nature's grace, you work swiftly. I see earth dancers are not to be underestimated. Don't forget about me. I would never, Lord Woolby. Thank you both very much. I hoped I might be more assistance to you, but all I can offer is this building recipe. You're too humble. This is more than enough. I appreciate your kindness. And now, that's a blacksmith recipe. Okay, let's take a look at this recipe Lolaka gave us. I mean, heck yeah. Wow, neat! What's that? Curiosity seems to have gotten the better of you, Suzu, much like it has of me. Hey there, you two! Interesting. Some sort of blacksmithing blueprint, I take it? Wow, you can tell with just one look? You learn a whole lot when you travel the world. You sure do. But what are we going to do without a proper blacksmith to run the place? You don't have one here in the village? We do, or we did. No one's seen Kinhachi in a while, though. People are growing concerned. I hear his family has been searching for him. In fact, rumor has it he was seen transforming into a strange red Oni in the Spring Highlands. Oni, sorry. Stop it, Maruro, there we go. No more scary stories. I'm only sharing what I heard. What do you say we have a look at this blacksmith thingy? We could use some decent weapons after all. Oh my word. So, you think you could lead with someone saw him transforming into a demon? You think that could maybe be something that you mentioned first before we just kind of like pass over that? And also, now we have our villages menu to see the residents' happiness, villager statistics, land usage, and much more. Oh, and how we can improve our village. Oh, and flower cart! Okay, we're gonna have to get to level 4 because I really, really, really want to see what we can do there. Wow. All right, we might need a moment to kind of catch our breath because this is so exciting and there's so many things going on. And I can't help but wonder though, oh, it looks like the bridge has been rebuilt. Yes. All right. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be awesome. I am so happy about all of this. Even if we do need to go ahead and defeat some demons. And I mean, now we can come on over and I really hope the villagers will be the ones taking care of harvesting the field if we prepare it for them with a beautiful flower dance, which I have to say I'm pretty proud about. Look, we're gonna make sure they all can grow. And the trees are already growing and look at that, our villagers are already hard at work. I am so proud of them. That's amazing. Like, thank you, Yosaku. I'm gonna really try to make sure that we take good care of you too. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. It's time to head back out and show them that since they're doing some of the busy work of the village, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take on the more dangerous tasks. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.